Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. For those who's new, my name is Christian and I love plants, and in today's video we are doing a mini houseplant haul video as well as a unboxing of a Monstera Borsigiana Albo, which I'm so excited about because I've been looking for this plant for some time now, and I love Monstera Borsigiana. You guys know that. Obviously, my first Monstera was the one from Walmart, which I'm going to do an update soon, very shortly, to kind of give you guys an update, obviously, on where that plant is right now and how it's doing. And then I have my other Monstera Borsigiana over there. I have my Thai constellation one here that has more of this speckled yellow variegation on its leaves. And then I have the Albo right here. So I actually asked Crystal Star Nursery to box this up for me when I picked up the rest of the plants I ordered some earlier this week or last week. And because I wanted to obviously capture my reaction and my first experience seeing this plant in person. Because I didn't want to pick it up there and then react to it, because I've seen pictures of it. I've seen other plant viewers have this plant and it's a beauty, so I want to obviously capture that moment and that experience on film with you guys. But the first plant I'm going to show you guys are plants I don't have. I've never experienced any of them, or I've never owned any of them, so I find that I'm starting to really get into a lot more different varieties and different type of plants that I'm afraid to like them, because at the end of the day, I just like plants. I don't have a specific a genus or type. I know some people out there prefer like aeroids and rare. To me, when I look at a plant, if it looks cool and beautiful and I personally like it, I'm gonna like it, and eventually I'll fall in love with it, and next thing you know, I want like all the varieties that comes with it. So without further ado, let's get started with the ta-da! A Plumeria variegated. So this is a pretty cool looking plant. It has this like cane-like stem, and it has these like beautiful leaves, and this is a variegated kind, so not as common as other Plumerias. But then again, I actually don't see many Plumerias at even garden centers or big box stores. So this is actually my first time seeing a Plumeria, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, I like these long stems that's a cane-like, the leaves, and this thing blooms as well, so it is a flowering type of plant. Unfortunately, it's not blooming right now, but I have seen blooms obviously through pictures, and the next plant I'm going to show you guys has a very similar bloom to a Plumeria, but these guys typically like a lot of bright light, warm temperatures, well drainage type of soil, don't overwater. So I'm thinking I'm going to have these guys maybe outside and see how well they can grow throughout the summer. But yeah, pretty cool looking plant, and so excited to kind of obviously add this to the collection and then see how well it thrives throughout the growing season. So the next plant I got is the desert rose. So it is my first desert rose, and I'm really starting to like these types of plants that has these like codex base to it, and it's called the desert rose for a reason. They prefer to obviously be in hot, warm temperatures, a lot of bright light, minimum 6 hours, even a few hours of direct sunlight, and obviously don't water these guys a lot because they store a lot of their water in these codex base, or sometimes as well as in the stems and even some on the leaves. But this is a flowering plant. It has this bloom that you guys see here. This bloom is actually very similar to what a Plumeria flower will look like. So pretty cool. And like I said, I'm really starting to like these types of plants. I started, my first codex was the MIRABILIS that I picked up a few months ago during my rare houseplant haul. But I don't think I showed you guys what that looked like because it was just a potato back then, but it has growth now, so I'll show you guys what it looks like here in a second. But yeah, so the next plant I got as well from Crystal Star Nursery is the Dioscorea Elephantipes. So again, it's a codex type of plant, and it shoots out these tiny leaves that's vining. So this one, the leaves aren't as pretty right now, but one thing about these guys is, again, they prefer to not be overwatered and a lot of bright light. So I got to make sure that I don't overwater these guys. And I think I'm learning now with my Philanthropus mirabilis, also known as dragon wing. And like I said, I first got this plant when it was a potato, and now it has this cool growth and shoot to it. Check this guy out. Look at this beauty. I mean, this is such a cool looking plant. I love, again, this like codex style. This is what it looked like at first. It didn't have this little growth. It literally just was this potato, and it had a little dot there, and then in the last week, I would say, it just shot this out, and it has those leaves, and it has even those tiny new growth that's growing with this stem right there. So one thing about dragon wings and this particular plant is at nighttime the leaves close and folds, and then obviously it opens up during the day. Similar to a prayer plant, but resembles obviously flapping of its wings, hence the name dragon wings or nickname of it. But really cool looking. So this was my first Codex type of plant, and then ever since then, especially when I shot out this new growth, I'm starting to really love them. So I'm actually now on the hunt for more Codex style of plants. I want like Stephania errata and all of those types. But yeah, so those are, I didn't get too much this time. I wanted to obviously control myself and discipline myself in terms of getting the plants. But I know I'm happy with these guys. Again, this one wasn't part of this selection. This was part of another one, but I don't think I've ever shown you guys this plant before. Not on YouTube anyway. But next plant we have here is obviously the Monstera Borsigiana Albo. So the Albo is has the variegation, not a yellowish tone like this Thai, but more of a white. And let's go unbox it. So I move these guys on the side so I don't knock them down. But I'm going to take a step back here and okay. Ready? Let's do this. All right, so I actually, oh yeah, I already spoke about that where I said I wanted to have this wrapped up so that way we can film this unboxing and reaction and we can share this experience together. Alrighty, so here's the box. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, here we have, it was taped up. That's one thing that's good. It's packed up really good because I obviously picked this up and I put it in the trunk and it obviously taped up so that way it doesn't move, but I'm pretty sure this is the base. Yeah, I can feel the pot here. All right. Okay, here goes. All right, guys. Oh my, oh wow. Look at that, guys. Look how beautiful that is. So it is a single leaf vine and cutting right now, but it has a tiny growth right there of a new vine that's coming, a new leaf. And wow, this is amazing. Look how huge this leaf is. And look at that variegation. I love it. I love how half of it is just like almost green and the other side has a lot of that white variegation. And wow, okay. This is so cool. Oh wow, I'm happy with this. And like I said, it is a single leaf vine. Again, these plants are very hard to find. So they're here in Canada anyway, they're considered extremely rare right now. And I don't think I'm ever gonna find like a full blown Monstera Borsigiana Albo for relatively decent pricing because these guys are obviously in demand. And but I'm happy with this. It's a good size cutting, rooted cutting obviously, and it has already a new growth that's showing there. So really cool. And man, oh wow, I'm so happy with this. But yeah, so here is my Monstera Borsigiana Albo. Let me know what you guys think, about this particular plant. Especially where you guys are at. Is this commonly found? Can you guys, easily access these types of plants? I know the Thai constellation is still quite in demand and very hard to find as well. But the Albo here in Canada is extremely hard to find. I know that it's rare because these ones don't come often in the market. I actually have to be put on a waiting list for this. And yeah, so really, really happy about this, guys. So there you have it. That is my little unboxing and reaction to my Monstera Borsigiana Albo, as well as my mini little houseplant haul video there. Let me know what you guys think of any of these plants. Are you familiar with them? Do you have any of them? How do you care for them and whatnot? Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Nothing makes sense anymore.